When the children have left home and you live in a 4-bedroom, 3-reception room house, you might consider downsizing or go on that world cruise, buy that Harley Davidson. Well, you don't need more space, or do you? Hello. Hi.
Hi, Dave.
Hello there.
John.
Hi.
Dave, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Looks like the builders have arrived early. Like pink, do they?
So we had to wait 6 months for the builders, and at the last minute they said they could start 2 weeks ago, and here they are now. Anyway, that's fine by me because Christmas is cancelled. Bar humbug.
Oh, misery gets so misery.
So how's it going so far, Anne?
Well, I'll tell you what, Dave, we don't hang about. I mean, literally in the first 2 or 3 hours, conservatory gone, you know, digger in. Cool, it's amazing, they're fantastic.
So far so good.
So far, so good.
Sorry, you're in the way there, then. Did you say you wanted milk?
Yeah, please.
You're in the way again.
So tell me, why are you extending now that you're home alone?
Well, for the simple reason, but it's impossible here to make a cup of tea without somebody getting in the way.
Well, wouldn't it be easier to move the cutlery drawer?
Oh, but that's no fun.
Should have brought me wellies. Right.
The main contractor, Stuart Dance, had been recommended by 2 garden design clients of Anne's who had recently had extensions. As John said, they had to wait 6 months for Stuart to be available. Mark and Mike, who regularly work with Stuart, are carpenters by trade, but they proved to be great all-rounders. By the end of the second week, the weather is making working very messy, and shuttering is put in place to avoid collapse over the weekend. But the following morning, with blue skies, it was Anne and John's turn to get hands-on. One element of the build which is always going to need further discussion were the structural beams for the corners of the orangery. John and Anne wanted them to be as slim as possible.
Or however long until we get to that.
It's only a metre, yeah. But that beam there will have a plate on it.
And what he came up with was a solution which involved taking this large pillar out of there, this large pillar out of there, replacing it with a very small pillar there, which would take the weight on that and on that, and that is the solution. See, it's nicely cantilevered, and the building inspector is going to pass it.
And the budget?
Sorry, I don't understand the question. Budget? What's that?
The work now moves into a new phase as the concrete is poured into the 1.5 metre deep trenches. It's a messy business. Then the precision gets even more important. But since everything now will be measured from the vertical steel beam supporting the cantilevered post, work grinds to a halt until the issue is resolved. Well, that and the weather.
Camera lens is on there. Yeah, you got to come down.
Thankfully, after just a few days, it's full steam ahead again as the upright steels at last arrive on site, allowing the block and beam floor to be laid around them. And 24 hours later, the site is now three-dimensional.
Have that bit right, Anne, if you're going to take a picture of that. That bubble's in the middle, see?
Let me come a bit closer.
That's a fixed bubble, That's fixed, that is.
You sure that's right,
Yeah,
Stuart?
that's fixed. It won't move.
Morning, Stuart.
Morning. How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Good, nice to see you.
Hard frost last night, so did that
Very.
hold you up at all?
Little bit late start this morning till the sun's come up, but it should be okay now.
Good.
Getting there, yeah. We've had a few hold-ups with the bad weather, but
Yeah.
no, we're getting there.
It's always a challenge, isn't it, when the frost comes?
It always is, yeah.
Yeah.
That and the wet weather. So we've got 50 by 200s.
With the horizontal steel beams also finally on site, the Genie lift system easily lifts them to the roof level. One final bit of brute force and the beams are soon in place. A hive of activity follows with welding, brickwork, timberwork. The shape of the extension can now clearly be seen. More and more timber arrives on site as Mark and Mike skillfully construct the roof, leaving just the right space, we hope, for the glass roof lanterns. The existing stained glass window on the landing is too low for the new roof, so out it comes. Then, with Christmas looming, the waterproofing of the roof and the guttering and downpipes are installed. And now, in true Grand Designs tradition, everything is on hold, waiting for the glass.
Looks like the window fitters are on site. Let's see how things are progressing. Hi Stuart,
Hi, David.
nice to see you again.
You, mate. Yeah, good.
Yeah, great progress since last time, isn't it? Are the clients happy with everything?
Yeah, it seems to be. They keep feeding us, so that's not a bad sign, is it?
That's always important, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Luke, the roof lanterns are very impressive. When did they go in?
They went in last week. Bit of snow, a bit of rain, but we got there.
So just the weather was just a challenge,
The
was
weather
it?
was a big challenge, yeah, as it still is, unfortunately.
Yeah. Lots of cables everywhere. I suppose they all have a purpose.
I hope so, yeah. Otherwise we're in trouble.
It's a shame the stained glass window had to come out because that new window looks very ordinary by comparison.
It's only temporary. Anne's busy at the moment. She's designing a new stained glass window to go in there, and as soon as that design is ready, it will be going in.
Okay, I wonder if that was to Anne's budget or to John's budget. What do you think?
I think it's in Anne's budget, but not in John's.
But does John know that?
I don't think so.
Is the building inspector happy with everything?
Yeah, she was around the other day actually. She's more than happy. Everything seems up to spec, and no, it's all good.
Everything seems good.
Living the dream, aren't we?
And then it was full steam ahead, and at times it got pretty crowded.
Right, going on now. On. Yeah, all good.
So it's been almost 4 months since my last visit to meet up with Anne and John. I understand the build project has gone well and there is a conclusion to it. Will it be what they had hoped for? I seem to recall in particular Anne wanted something a bit more on trend, contemporary. So the thought was that nothing old will go back into this project. So I guess John is feeling a bit nervous. Well, this is very, very different. And I like the way the garden seems to be part of the house now, and you know, the way the light's coming in through the downlighters.
Yeah, the light's changing all the time actually, right through to the evening, and it's such an interesting place just to sit and observe. You get the reflections from the pond. And
yeah, creates a very relaxed mood, I should think.
Have a seat.
Thank you very much.
Sure, yeah.
Thank you. Are you pleased? And I guess, what do the family think of it?
we're thrilled with it. The family love it, but they don't love the fact that we spent all their inheritance.
And of
We haven't
course,
spent it all. Yeah, we've still got time, haven't we?
and of course, I suppose there was that question asked once or twice previously: how about the budget?
Well, it's a bit like the national debt.
Going up and up and up.
With Jeremy Corbyn in charge.
So have Anne and John achieved what they wanted to here? Certainly it's very bright, light, airy, spacious, and has given the property a very contemporary feel. I feel they've achieved everything they wanted to do here.